Hello and welcome back to Rock Solid Warrior Fuquay. We are here for our NSC Youth Sectional, but instead of the youth today, we have the amateurs, the 14 plus. It is going to be a great day. Looking at this run order, I am very excited for the open division. It is going to be an absolute gauntlet. Some names you might know: Miles Knight, someone who placed in NSC top 40 at ONA. Matt Calan's an elite course designer and been around the ninja scene for a very long time. Also been on American Ninja Warrior. Mark Presley, if you don't know the name, you're going to know it at the end of the day. By far our oldest competitor here today, but he is going to show these young bucks up. He is a very strong athlete, also been on American Ninja Warrior. Let's see some other ones. Aaron Deal coming up from Obstacle Ninja Academy. Aaron Deal is a very, very good athlete. Also on American Ninja Warrior, I believe recently, I think season 17. Let's see. Josh McKeon, another top 40 regular NSC athlete who's going to be running last on the hybrid course. Very excited for his run. Got a lot of local athletes as well. And it's just going to be a great time. We're going to come hang out, watch a great competition, great course. Good. Oh, Lord, give me strength. I believe the first runner is Alex Busidi. I apologize. I definitely butchered that last name. Alex is a little bit newer to the ninja scene. He's only been competing. Is it girls first? Whoa! They're switching. Okay, guys, not Alex. It is Mira Cologne. L comms between the. Well, actually, that's probably on me for not listening. But Mira Cologne. Mira is actually one of my students on a Comp Team Junior over here in Fuquay. This is her home gym. She signed up last minute. It was like Thursday night practice, and I was like, "Who's doing this comp?" And Mira was not signed up on Thursday, but is here today. Ooh, big bump into the wall there, but she is tough as nails. Her younger brother also trains here. They push each other. Both very solid athletes. Mira quickly through that first obstacle. Big jump set. No, just a little off axis there, but she's doing the correct thing of she's full sending it and trying to link it, making her coach and commentator very proud. Let's see if she can adapt. Hit the link here on this one. Oh no! Getting elite coaching advice from Coach Zane over there. She's got to execute here. Send it to the box. More through it. No! Oh! A really shocking early exit. Mira is so strong. She recently hit 135 on the bench press, and for a lady that has never bench pressed and is 15 years old, that is absolutely insane. Hannah Johnston coming up next, coming out of Warrior Tech. I'm assuming the OCR location. She's been competing at a handful at the amateur level for a little while now. Originally from Houston, Texas. Been in Durham since 2023 to attend Duke Medical School, so she also has the brains to go along with the brawn. Coach Justin Fitzgerald was talking extremely highly about her yesterday and how much potential she is and how smart she is about listening to coaching advice quickly through these first two obstacles. Gonna opt to go split hand approach, taking a swing, locks in the dismount. Didn't even use the spinning disc like a spinner, more just like a difficult lâcher that's kind of awkward. Hannah doing the tack, jumping off the skateboard on to the quad step, gets the thumbs up from Coach Michael Bellion, or Judge Michael Bellion today, not Coach. All right, now on to, you can use that box to reset there. Yep, just double checking with the coach to make sure that she can touch that, which she is allowed to. She's lining up her swing onto tabletop. Tabletop's given every single division trouble this weekend. Hannah having great control over that. Ooh, fumbling the hands a little bit, but locks it in. So far, a very smooth run. She's got 2 minutes remaining taking on a very difficult full body obstacle. Doing those nunchucks, gonna treat them more kind of like cannonballs. Wow, makes those look so easy. Now taking on the agility. Hannah looking down, nice speed across those first two dominoes, and way to lean forward, chest over the feet on those dominoes. That's what I would do right there. Hannah's now on to a big crux obstacle. This has given everyone trouble across all divisions. She's going to use both sides of the cliffhangers. That front cliffhanger is about 25-degree sloper and is very difficult to hold on to. Oh, needs to get a little bit more swing. Her coach is telling her to get more swing. This is the correct advice. She needs to catch it kind of chin level and absorb the impact of those cliffhangers. You have a really nice cliffhanger on the back side and then a really terrible cliffhanger on the front side. Let's see if she can use those Duke Medical School smarts to adapt here and learn from her second attempt. Big squeeze. Oh my goodness! A one-handed save. You can just see how sloped that cliffhanger is, but she got that backhand around and held on super tight. What a save. Oh my goodness. She's going to need to move to get the clear of this obstacle. Trying to get the swing lined up. Needs to kick. It's really hard. She's kind of in a dead swing right now. She's got the foot on the box. I would take one or two more swings to lock in the dismount. You want to make sure you. No! No! So close. Oh, just so tired after building up that. Doing this, that option was so difficult. What a one handed save. Oh my goodness. Great run out of Hannah Johnston. All right, we got Megan Foreman up next. Megan actually works for us at Rock Solid Warrior at our South Apex location. She's our operations director, manager. I don't know what her title is. Our titles here at Rock Solid are some very interesting names. Let's just say that. For example, I'm the Ninja Experience Director. What does that mean? It's up to your interpretation. Megan is actually engaged to the course designer Silas Snyder. I'm jealous of her every single day. But she's gonna take on this course now. She's been competing at the local level and UNAAs, doing all types of different competitions at the amateur level. Now taking on, I believe this is her first NSC competition. Or she might have competed, actually, I think at Jungle Gym one year. Nice swing down the track side, showing great body control. She's actually, oh no, early exit. I like that she was going for the link though. Very aggressive. I think she's going to split and grab both sides now and do what Hannah did. Fun fact, I actually used to do theater with Megan as like a 13-year-old, and we were in the same class, and we were in a ghastly show, Out of the Woods. No! Okay, come on, Megan, lock in. She had a good set. She just needs to lock in, lean forward on that dismount. Nice big swing. Make sure the chest get over the feet. If you need to, you can reset to the box if it's not upright. Such an awkward dismount here. I think she's going to opt to reset to the box because this is her third and final attempt, so she does need to get it here. Ah, so frustrating when the swing just doesn't go where you want it to go. The way that disc pivots, it's also very difficult because you really only have one chance to go for it. Okay, opting to take the reset. I like this approach a lot. Gonna take a second. I think she's gonna shoot through it, land on the box, and lean forward. Shoots through it. Just what did I say? What did I say? I literally manifested what she was gonna do and clutches up on the third attempt. Way to stay patient, not rush that obstacle. That was textbook in listening to Coach Zane and doing what I thought she should do. Her dream is to own a Corvette Stingray. That is also, I'll add that to my bucket list. Oh, just coming in, just too upright. Needs to bend the knees more and engage the core. Event coordinator at Rock Solid Warrior South Apex. That's what her official title is, guys. Nice split landing there on tabletop. Nice big jump out of there. Even though she's had a few early slip-ups, Megan has been fighting through. She's got about 45 seconds remaining on this course. See if she can get. It's going to be an uphill battle from here if she wants to try to meet Hannah Johnson for that first overall place. Quickly across the agility, she knows she needs to make up time and is doing it, but so quick across those next two obstacles. 20 seconds, she's going to need to fly across this, hit everything perfect. Like Zane said, two swings. 1-2, gets it. She needs to move. She needs to move. Gets the drop down. She has no swing though. She needs to kick as aggressively as possible. You can see how hard it is to build up that swing with absolutely no momentum. Oh, great comms from Coach Zane. Just not quite enough time. If she didn't have those early slip ups, I think she absolutely would have been able to clear that obstacle. Puts her into second place for the ladies. All right, now for the Open. It's going to be a very close competition all day for the ladies. Those three, I'm expecting a lot of lead changes. Expecting Mira to bounce back big on the speed course here. All right, we got coming to the Open Division. We're making our changes to the hybrid course. A lot of fun options for you. It'll be pretty similar to what you guys saw. I believe the 13U/11U run yesterday. The guys are going to have some time to walk around. Let me tell you about some of my students competing here. James Troxel. His nickname is Manchild because he is massive. And he's just started working for us, actually. But he's one of my comp team junior students, and I'm expecting him to absolutely bulldoze this course. Another one of my students running later today, Braden Maley, or as I call him, Braydog. He is an absolute speed demon. Every single run he does is the most electric thing ever. It might be the fastest run you've ever seen, or it might be the most sloppy run you've ever seen, and there's no in between, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. Let's see here. Who are some other people we got? Ezra Pittman. Ezra Pittman really been on the up and coming. Did his first NSC this year. He's also competed at the NSC youth level last year. He was actually at NSC youth finals last year. He's been nursing a finger injury, but he's been coming into full health, improving lots on his strength, working very hard. He's one of Michael Bellion's students, actually, on our comp team here in Fuquay. Let's see here. In 13U, he got 24th out of 122 at the UNAA World Finals, so a very respectable performance there. Won our NSC Youth Qualifier last year in the 13U division, so you know he's trying to run it back in the amateur division. Hmm. Micah Overman, someone we're going to be seeing running today. Another one of my students. Well, one of my former students. He was on Comp Team Junior. Now he's on a comp team over here in Fuquay. Very strong athlete, very high level gymnast before starting ninja, so he's got great strength and body control. Sebastian Allen. I've really been sleeping on this guy. Sebastian Allen, one of the most technical ninjas at Rock Solid Warrior. He's able to do things that you guys would never be able to dream of doing. And just recently at the NCL Pro Finals, he had a full course clear and got fourth place, just narrowly being edged out by his brother, Eli. They're not actually brothers, but I call them the binary brothers because they got the same haircut, they have the same movement, and they like are basically inseparable, like Addie and Rosalie. Um, yeah, I'm so excited to watch this amateur open division. It's gonna be an absolute showdown. So many great athletes at the amateur level and even at the pro level. A lot of these guys can be competitive in NSC, not just NSC amateur. Miles Knight is already chalked up. Not really sure why. He's not running for at least 15 minutes, but drying out the hands. As someone who also struggles from sweaty hands, I get it. Let's see here. Course design was by Coach Wesley Creasy and Silas Snyder. They did a great job all weekend between the hybrid, the speed, and the burnout. Some great courses, gotten rave reviews all weekend. Got some rave reviews about the commentating this weekend too. It's been S tier. All right. If you haven't, follow me on Strava. You can see my road to doing a 50K Spartan with 70 obstacles, 32 miles. Oh, another person I'm excited to see run today, Coach Achiri, coming out of USA Ninja Challenge in Durham. Achiri is one of the smartest coaches I think I know. Has a great program right out there. In my opinion, actually, I think it's statistically proven. It is the most successful USA Ninja Challenge. He's produced insane athletes like John David Spatula. You thought it was Platola. No, no, no. It's John David Spatula. Going over some rule clarifying things here. Getting some rule clarifications over here, saying that if you land on the box, touch the stone, then that's a fail because you were trying the next obstacle. But if you were to land on the box and get chalk and don't touch the stone, that is a-okay. So it's not really a start-stop platform, but it can be if you touch the stone. Josh McKeon says he's in attack mode. He's going to attack. Who? I'm not sure. Hopefully the course. Josh McKeon is also a hybrid athlete, not just a hybrid athlete on the course, but he's now picked up track and field and is doing high jump. He says he has some jumps planned on the course, so stay tuned for that last runner. He says he's going to raw the course, raw athleticism, the course. Shout out to all the Rock Solid team that makes these things possible. Shout out to Justine, who's on my live streamer. She's been setting everything up. Makes my job easy. I just walk here, put on the headset, and yap. And I get all the credit for it, but really you don't see the work behind the scenes. It's Justine. Kai's on the camera today. Jen, check in. Got some rule clarifications coming in here for the skateboard. Hopefully we'll be underway shortly. If you guys didn't see the competition yesterday, go back and watch some of those live streams, particularly them 11U boys. Let me tell you, those 11U boys were insane. Easton Fletcher, Nolan Augustin, Cyrus Saeed, that was your podium, and all of their runs were just absolute clinics. Putting on clinics. I can't wait to see them turn 13, start competing with the NSC actual, I'm not talking amateur, I'm talking the NSC championship because those guys are going to be super competitive. They make ninjas like me want to retire because I'm a runner now. Lots of lots of forced moves on this course. As Ninja is progressing, people make such cool obstacles. And part of Ninja is being able to quote beta break an obstacle, so outsmart it, not doing it the intended way, but maybe doing it an easier way. So, in order to keep obstacles cool, oftentimes you have to force moves so that way people aren't cheesing the obstacle and just trying to kind of jump from platform to platform because that's no fun to see. We're not here to watch a broad jump competition. If you want to see that, go tune into ESPN. I'm sure there's some broad jump competition going on, or high jump, or some track or field event. Speaking of, we got March Madness coming up soon. Duke just took the I think it's the ACC champions back to back. As someone who is now a UNC fan, a little unfortunate. We would have, but Caleb Wilson, he broke his hand. All right. Also, we figured out the headsets. I think we figured out the headsets. We got two now, I think, and we're gonna try to get some people in on some interviews. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be electric. Not a lot of action going on here. Just some people walking through the course. I'm always excited to watch the speed round. I think speed's probably my favorite round to watch. I'm gonna start a petition. Maybe this year actually. And it's gonna be get rid of burnout. We like stage threes. I love me a good stage three. Burnout is so difficult. Because you can't really put super cool obstacles at the end of a burnout because, well, everyone's cooked because they've been hanging for so long. They have had no time to rest. Whereas, like, if you watch stage three on A&W, it's so cool because you have like massive cliff moves, big technical obstacles, like on guard or flying bar, big exciting finishes. Something I've always thought about: would I link the flying bar if I got to stage three A&W finals? I think I would for the aura of it. But then again, you risk failing and falling into the water. I guess it's always a risk. I think I would link it. All right, Alex coming out of Warrior Tech. I was talking about him earlier. His last competition, he came in first in the 16 to 39 advanced male of the NCL qualifier at Warrior Tech Morrisville, the OCR location. Speaking of, if you want to get ready to run some Spartans this year, head on over to Warrior Tech OCR. You can catch me there. I'm going to start working on the spear throw. Yeah, we've been good. Getting the thumbs up to Coach Michael. Alex is definitely newer to the ninja scene. One of the newer coaches, I think, at Warrior Tech. Probably been there for a little bit. Wearing the Warrior Tech jersey. A linking bumping through the dismount. Big jump on the disc. Oh, falls backwards. Very surprising early fall here. He had it. He just needs to jump through a little bit harder. If he does that, he's going to clear. He's going to opt to use both sides, leaning chest forward. Way to adapt. You know, Isaac, who was? No, Einstein said the definition of insanity is trying the same thing and expecting different results. So I like how he did something different. That was maybe the safer method on the disc there rather than doing the same thing twice. Way to adapt. He's quickly through the balance obstacle, opt to ride the skateboard all the way down, going in one on tabletop. You can see the boys now have the ring and they have to jump and place it, and Alex has no problem jumping and placing it. Now he's grabbing the nunchuck. He does need to be fully engaged on the obstacle before going to the nunchuck. Look at the upper body strength out of Alex. Oh my goodness, he made that obstacle look like a joke. Must go back, did have a foot tap on there. The PVC pipe, I was telling you about it for them 13U boys. It is extremely spinny. That is a 6-inch diameter PVC cap, and you can just see how much it spins. You need to keep it in between the arch of your foot and the ball of your, sorry, in between the arch of your foot, in between the heel and the ball of your foot. Just like that. See, that's what I would do. Now he doesn't need to execute here. He needs to get his feet down and his chest over his feet. Line it up. See, chest over the feet and out of there. Way to clutch up Alex on the third try there. Now taking on this obstacle. I believe the boys are forced to go sloper only. Now he set way too much in a link with his hips behind him. You need to lâcher through it with your hips underneath the sloper or past it, so that way you can hold on to that ledge. He's then going to have to spin it and catch the handles. Better, much better technique of the body positioning. I would recommend taking one more swing and then going into like almost like a crimp grip. So my thumbs would be over my pointer fingers and I'd be squeezing that sloper and going as quick as possible. Getting on and off that sloper. Nice. He's got to go now. Oh, you can see He had to go while his hips were still in front of him because when you take that backswing, you slide off. All right, Andrew McLaughlin, the second, coming out of USA Ninja Challenge, one of the coaches over there, getting coached by the great coach Achiri, runs that program over there. Born in Massachusetts, raised in NC. He's been a committed coach, loves inspiring the youth and the next generation. That USA Ninja Challenge in Durham is a great gym. If you haven't checked it out, get on over there. Andrew quickly through the first obstacle, now taking down the backslider. Would have set the hips behind him. Catching the disc, one backswing, and out of there. Let's see what. I think he can fall backwards off of it and be fine. Just can't fall forwards. Going with his hands on the front of it and shooting right through the disc to the dismount. Gonna write it down. Wow. Riding it like a snowboard. Thumbs up from Coach Michael. Let's absolutely go. I thought he missed it, but obviously gets a thumbs up from Coach Michael. He is good. Gets the clear there. What a save by Andrew. Really locking in on the early part of this course. Gonna reset. He didn't like his swing. It was a little off axis, as Ryan Stratus would say. On the tabletop, spinning it around. Gonna need to do a little shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, ya. Nice big jump using that 2x4 that's there to protect him from not stepping on the opposite side. He's not allowed to. Way to engage the obstacle fully. We're going nunchuck. Need a big push off. I like he's going to reach with the bottom hand there. Match up to the back catch cliffhanger. Feet on the dismount. He's going to need to lean forward, and he gets it. Now onto the agility obstacle. I actually think that this is going to be one of the crux points today. If anyone, yeah, you can just see how much that spins, guys. That is not an easy obstacle. Also, the fact that it's on the mats, I think, makes it even harder because it kind of bounces with you and spins. So, like, just you can see how much it's spinning. Needs to be kind of at a jog pace. I like how he's facing and doing the grapevine technique on the spinning law. Just needs to keep it in the middle of his foot, middle of the foot. Jump. He's good. He's gonna have to line this transition. This is foot tap on the catch of the cliffhangers. Anytime you're doing a grip obstacle and foot tap, that makes such a big difference in being able to hold on. So not up to the judge. You need to make sure that it's not a judge's call, especially on obstacles like that. Grayson Diorsi, I think. I apologize in advance for anyone's last names that I butcher. He's been doing ninja for 6 years. He started first in St. Louis, then Boston. Now he's at Warrior Tech, so he's moved around quite a bit. Works as a software engineer. My father used to actually be a software engineer as well before becoming a ninja. So maybe those two things go hand in hand. But my father's not really a ninja. Grayson going down nice and quick on that track slider. One swing and out of there. He recently got first at a UNA amateur. That was his last competition he did. It was actually in 2024 where he won that. So it's been a little bit since he's competed, but I love to see him that he's out here at the NSC youth level for the amateur, trying to punch his ticket to sectionals. Shoot, in a few years you might see me competing in the NSC youth amateur. Great work out of Grayson. So on to obstacle 4. He's been cleaned up until this point onto tabletop. See if he can engineer. The best route 3er cannot step on that side. That side is out. You can see that 2x4, a blue 2x4 on the ground. You can touch it, but you can't be on the opposite side of it. All right, let's see what Grayson's got here. Grayson, he's quite the traveled man. He's lived in 8 different states. Get to see all types of different cultures and things. Pretty cool. Getting great coaching advice from Matt Kalans. We're going to see him run later. Matt Kalans is a longtime ninja. Him and Justin were some of my early coaches, actually. over at Warrior Tech OCR, longtime Ninja Gym out there. His swing's a little askewed, a little bit too much to the left. He needs to dial in the swing. Landing on there, one-footed save. Oh my goodness, what a save there. Knew he had to clutch up on that attempt and get it, and that's exactly what Grayson did. Ooh, look at the strength. One hand on the nunchuck, jumping backwards and landing it. So a very strong athlete here. Look at the display of upper body strength. Yeah, it needs to be a little quicker on that PVC. I usually say a jog is the perfect speed. You don't want to sprint, but you also don't want to go too slow. Going with the duck foot approach, one foot pointing one way, one foot pointing the other way. Third attempt, got to clutch up here. Nice. Gets the catch on the cliffhangers. And one transition right into the dominoes gets the clear. That is huge. I think that's going to be one of the crux points on the course today. We saw his training partner, Alex, and coach get here. Let's see if he can learn from him. And that is time. Great run out of Grayson. Way to clutch up, get the agility obstacle when you needed to. All right. Someone that's coming all the way from South Dakota to be here today. Miles Knight coming out of 605 Ninja. Miles is one of Rock Solid's most loyal when it comes to traveling for our competitions. Here's a stat for you guys. He won our first ever Ninja Kids for Safe Kids, as well as won the last ever Ninja Kids for Safe Kids multi-stage comp. So very impressive having beating many good athletes at both of those comps. One swinging out of there for Miles. This is Miles' first time competing with the MSC Amateur, but this year in the NSC Championship, he actually made top 40 and moved on to the speed route at ONA. Miles is a great ninja. Longtime supporter of Rock Solid. Oh, look at the agility there on the skateboard. Over at 605, used to be trained by Drew Nestor. He's over there with Gomi, the former Cali boys. Woo! Losing his balance a little bit, but locks in the ring. Now, I'm honestly going to argue that Miles is going to be the favorite to win here today. Such a strong athlete and competitor. Listen, he got in the top 40 at ONA this year at the NSC. He's getting time stamps from Coach Sane, so he knows a pace he wants to go at. That is tragic. Yeah, way to just take the reset. Don't burn the energy. The NSC system, it can reward you time. Sometimes it's better just to take the reset, get the obstacle fully reset, and then execute on the second try, which you messed up on the first one. Going with the duck foot approach on the PVC pipe. Needs to lean forward, and he does. Huge for Miles. Now onto the crux point of the course, in my opinion. These last three obstacles are all no jokes. You can see Miles settling his breath down, making sure his heart rate's nice and low going into a very technical obstacle. Ooh, needs to pull down with the left hand a little bit more so that way the handlers are going to be towards him, not so high up. I'm sure Miles is going to learn and adapt well. He's going to have about 1 minute remaining. Getting through this obstacle is going to be crucial. So many good athletes to run after him. Big swing here out of Miles, catching that sloper. Just two-hand pops out of it. Doesn't even like pull it down at all with his opposite hand, but he just says, I'm just going to swing and do it. Great hip pops to catch that first one. Now he's got his swing. This is a really good lineup. He has to do this in a dynamic motion. Tap, grab. Very close attempt. He's got 30 seconds remaining. I do think that is enough time to get this obstacle, but he needs to move quick and go as soon as his time is up. Miles has got to go here. That was a really close attempt. He has to pull down on that second one just a little bit harder. One-handed save! Oh my goodness! Holding on with just the pinky finger. Oh my goodness. Come on, Miles. That's a great body kick and adjustment of his swing to go where he needs to go for this second one. You can just see he had to rush and go a little bit. Just not quite enough time to get it on that third attempt. Great run out of Miles. That was 7 points, one fail, and a time of 125 to that obstacle. Very, very respectable. All right, we got Weston Hollingsworth coming out of Motive School of Movement. For the past 2 years, never thought myself as a good ninja. This is in his bio. But in the last year, he's done about every competition. He really wants to be a champion of NSC, but has kind of shifted his focus. He's been training and doing better. Great work out of Weston, quickly bumping through. This guy's got great goals in the NSC, been working really hard. Quickly down the skateboard, going hands and feet. Now onto the balance portion of this. Oh no, just missed the dismount, did 95% of the obstacle. Ninja is so brutal. You have to be perfect on every part of the obstacle. One early fail. We saw that happen with Miles too, going hands first, getting the feet on the skateboard, riding it down. You can have early mess ups in the course and still get really far. That's why I love the NSC format. While it penalizes you a little bit, you can still bounce back and recover. Great job locking in that dismount, Weston. Oh man, just barely missed it. Sometimes it's better on the tabletop to kind of stop and then jump. You try to do it in one motion, which is absolutely the fastest and best way to do it. But sometimes you need to go a little slower, square your feet up with where you want to be. Come on, Weston. Nice soft drop. See, that was much better. A lot more controlled going into the tabletop with a lot less speed. I believe this is Weston's first time competing with the NSC. Making his way up this, showing great display of upper body strength. Early fall there, you can just see how much that spins on that PVC. Gotta be right in the center. Third and final attempt here. Such a difficult agility obstacle. This course really tests all aspects of ninja, not just your, just early fail there. Very difficult obstacle. Great run out of Weston. All right, and now we got Matt Kalans in a very Halloween themed outfit today. Gonna ask some clarifying questions with Michael. Matt has been a long time in the ninja game over at Warrior Tech OCR. Was there when it first opened, and I want to say it was 2017. So he's almost been doing it for almost a decade. Real long time, been competing at the amateur level in all types of different leagues. Works like 7 different jobs. He's getting his doctorate. That is a start-stop platform, so early fall is going a little wonky. Wants to push the pace, but he's going to reset, calming himself down. Now going into the climb up. Matt's coaching all the athletes here today. Oh, look at that. Nice hip set and bumping right through. Rebounding early off this little silly fail, and he is moving. You can see a sense of urgency that he is running. Wants to have time for the rest of this course. Jumping onto it, going hands first onto the skateboard. Doing a little shimmy. A little bit of a rule clarification here. He's going to have to redo it. Getting onto, got to keep those toes up as well. Great reset there. And now he's got to take on the balance portion slack line into the balance pipe. We've seen you've done honestly the hard part of the skateboard, but now you need to go across the balance and don't want to mess anything up. Way to lock in Matt and get it. For anyone knows, all the Warrior Tech athletes are in a very Halloween themed. I think someone needs to tell them it's St. Patty's Day weekend, not a Halloween. They're a little early to Halloween, but hey, I mean, never they're showing their festive spirit. Matt quickly threw it tabletop. Now on to that cliff backhatch, kind of showing great strength there. Matt's also personal trainer, almost. I like how he had a slower approach on the pipe and doing that sideways step method. Yeah, he's actually working at Duke as an exercise physiologist. He was also born in South America. He also used to work with the U.S. Army, training those troops. Big jump, just came up a little short. That jump is a lot bigger than you guys think. He's getting his doctorate in kinesiology. So very well-studied athlete, someone that many people go to for advice. Great attempt, but he needs to pull down with the left hand, not the right hand. If he can pull it down with the left hand and then lead and grab with his right hand, he can get this obstacle. Running down on time. Needs to link and go. I respect that he went for it. Great run out of Matt Kalans. We're going to be seeing more of him later, as well as on the coach side. All right, Micah Overman. Fun fact, he's known as Michael Bellion's favorite student. He's a former gymnast, moved to NC from New Mexico, and he's the oldest of 6. He's got 4 other brothers who are all also incredibly good ninjas. He also works here at Rock Solid Warrior Fuquay. One of our best coaches, has an amazing attitude, willing to do anything. He's always putting in the work at practice, after practice, at open gym. Super hard worker. First time Micah's competing with the NSC format. He is moving. Look at the sense of urgency he is running with, folks. Riding it down, jumping out of it, staying on. Oh, gets the thumbs up. I had a minor heart attack, but great work out of Micah Overman. Micah is a very small. Oh, hey, how are you? Oh my goodness, needs to come in a little straighter. He's been competing in the 16-39 advanced category for NCL. Lining up his swing. Come on, Micah. Gets down onto it. Big jump up, and hey, let's go. Overman now taking on this ascending climb. Super strong athlete. He kind of looks like, he's kind of got a build like Michael Chandler, if you guys know who that is, the UFC fighter. Built like an absolute tank. Getting great comms from Coach Zane. Getting elite comms as well from Josh McKeon, someone we're going to see later. Telling him exactly what I would do. Woo! Does a full 180 onto the face. He honestly had, too much swing going into the sloper to where he just couldn't hold on to it. If he gets a little less, have his hips a little bit more in front of him, but not too much. There's kind of a right balance there is with slopers, then he needs to be a little bit more into it on that attempt. Not shooting through it like an underbar, but you need to, oh no, this might be our first missed reset. Holy clutch up by Silas Snyder. He sees that pointed at me. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about, Micah. Great listening skills from his coaches. Way to adapt. Come on, Mike. He's got to hit this first try. He really needs to smack it hard. You need to lead hard with one hand, pull it, grab it. That was not enough pull, but great run out of Micah Overman, Michael's favorite comp team student, and he's showing why. All right, we got Sama Acha or Achiri. Achiri is the main coach at USA Ninja Challenge in Durham. Been coaching Ninja for about 8 years now. He's most well known for coaching the dude, John Davis Patola. I've loved seeing John Davis' progression through Ninja. Big time Duke fan. Big time basketball fan. Loves his New York Knicks. Look at that, skipping the propeller right out of there. Achiri is an incredibly smart ninja. Has really high IQ of how to do obstacles. Always studying the game for his students and for himself. Achiri moving quickly across the balance. Something that USA Challenge trains relentlessly is their balance. They're like Josh Hour. They say we don't fail balance. I don't know if they say that, but Achiri running in the jeans and the hoodie, kind of looking like one of our coaches, Joshua Lewis, with the jeans. Gotta bend the knees more into the tabletop. Knows what he needs to do to adjust. Achiri loves competing at the pro level and often will volunteer to run first just so he can give comms to his coach, to his student, John David Splatola, so that way he can tell him exactly how to do things. Such a selfless thing to do and just an elite coach for that. Maybe that's what I'm going to do one day. Great work. Achiri showing great upper body strength. He has such strong lock-offs. Look, I don't even think that rolling log spun. That's how good his balance is, you guys. Putting on a clinic right there of the balance. Now let's see what Achiri's got for the sloper throwbacks. Achiri moved here really quickly, got here 135, one fail. Holy grip strength! Almost statically did that obstacle by holding it on the backswing of that sloper. He needs to move it to the handlebars while his hips are still in front of you. You don't want to have your hips behind you because that's how you fall off. Come on, Achiri. Hyping up the crowd a little bit. Ooh, it looked like his right hand was actually a little bit too much off to the right of that sloper. Getting good advice from Matt Glanz. Needs to get a little bit more through it. Squeeze it and then throw it. Catch those handlebars. Come on, Achiri. Clutch up here. Hiya! There it is, Achiri! That's what I'm talking about. See, I literally told him what to do from here. He's got time for this attempt. Needs to really pull down with that hand on the backside. I would relax the arms a little bit. Pull. Oh, big reaction from the crowd. Great run out of Achiri. Believe that's going to move him into third place currently. Yes, third place for Achiri. Very solid run. And now it's time for Mr. Mark Presley. He said I need to do a good job commentating him so he can watch it back. So I'm feeling a little performance anxiety here. Now, something you guys, if you guys have not watched Mark Presley compete before, you guys are in for a treat. The master of masters. I'm not exactly sure his age, but I know he's upwards of 50 years old, but he does not look it or move like it. I told Micah Overman if he loses to him, he's going to have to do a lap around the building for every year in between the age gap, which would be probably like 40 something laps. Big set here. Nice. Oh, not even using the pill, just going right for the dismount. Yeah, Mark actually competes in the master division for every other league, but now he's competing at the amateur level. Usually the masters compete and stay in the masters, but he says, nah, I'm going to amateur. I'm going to show these young bucks what's up. Getting his hands on the skateboard first. Oh, so get getting rule clarification. I don't believe your hands can be on the skateboard and it can detach from the magnet. So Just gonna have to do it. Get on there quickly. Keep those toes up. Keep those toes up. Keep those toes up. Whew, giving me a minor heart attack. Mark getting through there. Now, let me tell you, too, if you have never seen Mark play basketball, he is an absolute animal on the basketball court. I've played with him at pickup a few times, and he crosses my ankles, takes me left every day. Just over here, windmill Duncan. No! Ah! I have the same reaction, Mr. Mark. It's okay. One attempt here, needs to clutch up. Third and final attempt here. Needs to make sure he watches those toes on the skateboard. Slide it on down. Gonna grab the box. Needs to lock in on the balance obstacle here. Unfortunately, this is taking up a lot of time. Mark's actually a grandpa of 3, you guys. And he's also competed on American Ninja Warrior 2 times. He also goes on the US OCR 100 meter and 400 meter teams going to Worlds in Ireland. Come here. Yeah, oh, guys, he's over the age of 60 years old. No! I like this technique, how he has the ring around his shoulder, though. This is really smart, showing that he is one of the smarter athletes, using the age and wisdom to his advantage. Come on, Mr. Mark. Gets the swing lined up where he wants. Needs to bend the knees on the impact and ride it around. Fun fact about Mark Presley, he's Megan Budway's dad. I'm sure you guys know who Megan Budway is. Huge in the sport of ninja, the music ninja. They used to come to Rock Solid Warrior early in their ninja careers before she moved to Florida. Come here to train, work on different obstacles. They would train together. I'm sure that Megan keeps Mark young with all he's doing. No, that's time staring at Coach Michael. What a great run from Mark Presley. I'm excited to see him run on speed later, showing that he is the master of masters, but not the king of canes. All right, now we got Ransom Hartman. Ransom's actually one of our new employees. He moved from Misery. Not the state Missouri, no, it's Misery. If you've ever been there, you would know why he wanted to move. So we didn't know who Ransom was. We never even spoke to him. And one day this guy shows up at Open Gym and he goes, "Oh yeah, I just moved here for Rock Solid Warrior." And I was like, "What?" So he moved here to train ninja, just like pursuing his dream of becoming the next big thing in ninja. What commitment from the young man. Works and trains over at Rock Solid South Apex location. Quickly through these first 2 obstacles. This is Ransom's first time competing with the NSC format. Needs to commit to the dismount there, and he has it. There we go. My Ninja Master is crashing out. I'm not sure why. All right, Ransom quickly across the bounce gets a thumbs up from Coach Michael. He's going to need to jump onto the skateboard here. Facing backwards, very interesting technique, but I kind of like it actually because that ramp, he's going down with the angle of the ramp. Nice balance across. Ransom is doing a 40-mile ruck with my brother Caleb at the end of April across URI, so he's been training hard particularly on the Stairmaster to get ready for that. He's also doing a half marathon Spartan with me in the beginning of May. Ransom's gonna need to reset here. Oh, reset to the box. Don't take the fail. Disengage the ring. There we go. Being new to the NSC format, there's a lot of unique rules. You can't engage the obstacle till that reset timer is up, even if the obstacle is reset. All right, Ransom making his way on through. He's at 140. Couple early fails. He's rebounding quickly. And onto the agility obstacle now, showing great strength. Ransom can do so many pull-ups. He's such a strong athlete. Yeah, trying to step down and kind of statically find his balance. Not the exact method you're going to want. I'm going to assume. Is our stream still up, chatter? Is our stream still good? Yeah, sweet. My computer's just having a crash out. All right, third and final attempt here for Ransom. Oh, and you can just see how much that spins. His hips were not super aligned with his feet and just wasn't staying in the center of that PVC pipe. Can you pull it back up? All right, we got John Hoffenberger coming up next. All right, John coming out of Warrior Tech OCR. Been doing ninja for a long time at the amateur level. Extremely strong athlete. I actually used to play Ultimate Frisbee pickup league with John, and then I saw him at a ninja comp, and I was like, dude, you do ninja? So that was pretty cool. Very good Ultimate Frisbee player as well as a ninja. Long time competitor at this amateur level. Oh, not that I know. All right, John making his way. Look at that. Look at the agility. Not even using his hands on the skateboard and doing the jump shortcut to the quad step. Super strong. Competes in all types of different UNAA, NCL, all the local competitions. Looking for the hook. Went really quick into there trying to go. I would try to stop on the tabletop. Square your feet up with where you want to place the ring and then go. Big swing. Going a little crazy. Oh my goodness. He is okay though. Takes a big crash there on the tabletop. He's going to lock back in here. Third and final attempt on tabletop. Needs to come a little softer in, bend those knees, engage the core. Getting good comps. 1 foot. No! Such an early fall, early exit from John Hoffenberger. Was not expecting that. Such a strong athlete. All right, we got Bruce Buckland coming on out. Bryce, thank you, Coach Michael. This is what happens when you put the most dyslexic person on the mic. All right, Bryce, excuse me, Bryce Buckland, coming out of Warrior Tech OCR. They got a whole crowd out here today. I guess he missed the memo about the Halloween theme, but that's all right. Dude, look at the Zantes he's wearing. Those are V2s. Those shoes you cannot buy anywhere now. Great ninja shoes. I had a pair, loved those things. Look at the speed out of Bryce. Quickly through these, been competing all around at the amateur level. Now, but first time with the NSC amateur. New rule sets. My opinion, NSC just the most superior rule sets of all time. Great work on the balance. Bryce. Oh my goodness. I got Bruce stuck in my head. That's not his name. Bryce now taking on the tabletop. Big jump up and out of there. Hey, how are you? Doing a little nice little 180 spin out of there and dismount. All right, come on, Bryce. Let's see what upper body strength we got on this. Oh, looking so strong. Nice and locked off. Pull back and dismount onto the box. Now taking on the spinning log. Oh, too much of a foot tap there. Made the log look really easy. He did great technique there, but just needs to jump a little further and keep his feet up on the cliffhanger. That cliffhanger is not easy to hold on to. His foot just too straight. The right foot was just too straight when he matched. Needs to turn the feet more. Good. Gets the thumbs up from Coach Michael. And quickly through there. I like that transition onto the agility. Time is going to be winding down here. He's got to go. Ooh, I like this technique that he was trying. Trying to avoid almost grabbing the cliffhanger, more just using it to like pull it and try to catch those handlebars. No! First missed reset of the competition. Time was paused and will restart when he engages the obstacle. So honestly, sometimes it is a competitive advantage when the team misses the reset for the athlete. He went really through that cliff. I think he needs to be a little bit more locked off and kind of come a little bit more down on it. His hips were really far in front of him. Come on, Bryce. Going for that same technique of trying to throw it down and then catch the handlebars. Very difficult obstacle. Great job getting there, Bryce. In a quick time, too. All right, now we have Micah Anapolo coming on out, and he's already ready to go. Micah's home gym is here at Rock Solid Warrior Fuquay. He's on our comp team here. Used to be one of my students actually in comp team junior for a while before aging out slash being too good and moving up to comp team. His older brother Kyle, Major Meowser. Check him out on YouTube. He's got like millions of subscribers for Fortnite clips. And he also used to be a really good ninja. He would give me a run for my money. Micah, first time competing at the amateur level for the NSC Youth. He's been competing in the advanced divisions for the last few years at the local NCL level. Does UNAA as well. Nice quickly through there. Micah's really been getting a lot stronger recently, been putting in lots of extra work in comp team and open gym. Can't disengage that skateboard with your hand. Got to get onto it. You need to commit and jump, get onto it. Micah's one of his best traits is his balance. His speed balance is insane, and he's putting that agility and speed balance on display there on that obstacle. Now onto tabletop. Let's go, Micah. You're gonna line up that swing. Coming into tabletop here. Leans forwards, jumps onto where you're not allowed to jump onto on the tabletop, but saving his life by not just flopping onto the tabletop. Now we're moving on. Attempt number two. Attempt number two. See if you can learn and adapt from that first attempt. Needs to bend the knees more on the impact. Going a little skewed once again, touching where you're not supposed to. Getting elite coaching advice from the great Coach Sane, who was doing it all day yesterday and doing it once again today. Nice swing, easy into tabletop. Oh, look at that. Now that's how you execute the tabletop. Big jump up, locks that ring in. Way to clutch up on the third attempt when it mattered most. He's got about a minute 10 remaining to get on this obstacle. Gonna take a big push off, going backwards to that cliffhanger. Gonna look like he's gonna go for a one-handed dismount on a cliffhanger, showing the work he's been putting in the gym on the cliffhangers. Really shocking fail there for Micah, a really great balanced athlete, doing many times the hardest balance variations in practice. Nice big jump to the cliffhanger. And right away leaning forward, showing that he is that elite balance athlete. Like I said, just had a little slip up on that first attempt. He's got about 30 seconds remaining. He's going to have only time for one really solid attempt if he wants to clear this obstacle. It's going to be huge. Going for the strategy of not catching the cliffhanger, but throwing it, then catching the handlebars. I cannot tell you how much impact that would be if someone lands that. Like the impact on the hands and shoulders would be unreal. But if they favor not wanting to catch a cliffhanger, anything but catching the sloped cliffhanger, I get it. Those things suck. That was a really great attempt, honestly, of going more to one side and trying to pull it down, then turn and grab those handles. I like it a lot. Aaron Deal coming out of Rocks Owen Obstacle Ninja Academy in Orlando. Excuse me. I'm just so used to saying Rock Solid athletes. He's a big adrenaline junkie. Competed on American Ninja Warrior. Been doing ninja for quite a long time. Done really well at UNA World Finals. He was 17th for finals last year at UNA Finals. That's very respectable. He also has already done an NSC amateur competition and I believe is already pre-qualified. Let me double check. He is pre-qualified. Already qualified in this region, just doing this for the practice. So you're going to see a real stud of an athlete run this course here. Now, what's nice, if Aaron does take a qualifying spot today, it will bump down to fourth place. So that means if he's on the podium, fourth place will also be going to the sectionals, which are in Houston in the summer. All right, let's see what you got, Aaron. Big jump and spin, making tabletop look easy. Trains down the Obstacle Ninja Academy in Orlando with many great ninjas. Luke Dillon, Jay Lachey, and Aaron Deal is one of them, proven why right here on the course. Clean it up until this point. Must go back, foot tap on the cliff catch. He also needs to jump out further onto those cliffhangers so that way they're not so sloped. Needs to be in the middle of those straps. He was really on the front side. Oh, just that foot seemed to slip a little bit on the pipe. He's also going really, really fast. I might recommend even going a little slower to ensure the footing. Aaron's a seasoned athlete. He knows what to do. He's going to adjust here. Oh, really shocking early fail for Aaron. Such a great athlete. Really shocking early exit, which just shows how tough that agility obstacle is. Someone that's competed on American Ninja Warrior going down earlier than I'm sure he was expecting. Ezra Pittman. E to the Z, baby. Coming out of Rock Solid Warrior Fuquay here. Also one of our coaches. Started coaching exactly when he turned 14. He's one of our best coaches. Recently just did the WNAG and got first for the 15U. I believe that pre-qualifies him for UNA Worlds. So you'll see him out there in the summer. Ezra flying through this course. Ezra was the winner of the 13U NSC Youth Qualifier last year, but now he's too old. Now he's in the amateur division, and he's trying to reclaim that dub here, punch his ticket to sectionals, and get back to finals where he was last year. Ezra's quite a good ninja on our comp team here, getting coached by the great Coach Michael. He recently did his first flyaway re-grab, something he's been working. We do a full flip in the air from bar to bar. His great aerial awareness, so great body control on the tabletop. He's also a very athletic person, plays all types of different sports, disc golf, amazing Rubik's Cuber, kendama player. He can do it all. All surprising early fall there from Ezra. The whole Pittman family does ninja. Sister Lily also works here, getting coached by her. Sadie's on my junior team. Sawyer does classes here. Whole family of ninjas. Ezra, so strong. He's also been working so much on cliffhangers to improve that cliff strength. He used to have tendonitis in the finger. That's so Josh and Zane core right there. He's going to line it up. I like the twist and turn tech onto the sloper. Needs to hold on to that. Come on, Ezra. He so had that. Ezra, very, very strong athlete. Worked so hard on those cliffhangers for obstacles like these to execute. Swings a little askew, gonna spin around, go back, hits it, pulling it down. Just got his hand caught on the cliffhanger. He just missed. It kind of bumps the blue, trying to go to the handles. Come on, Ezra. Another one of the favorites here to win, arguably. Can he clutch up on the third attempt? He will have the time to clear. He just needs to execute. Coming into it. Oh, gets absolutely hurled trying to catch it. Hopefully he's okay. Ezra's tough as nails. He's okay. Great attempts there by Ezra. We got Adam Steele, the Leopard Ninja. Trains over at Warrior Zone. I believe he's also been training at Rock Solid Warrior South Apex as well. Adam just started competing the pro level in the NCLs. Also did his NSC over at Rock Solid Warrior Apex earlier this year. And now he's taking on the amateur division. Nice big speed. Not a fail transition between those boxes. Nice speed into the disc and out of there. Adam's a long time ninja and competitor. Gets the clear. Woo! He's going at a blisteringly fast pace right now, folks. Works as a life guide water safety instructor. So obviously he must be a great swimmer. He is 100% gluten free. So Silas Core. Silas also the celiac ninja. And Jen, but Jen Womble's celiac disease, she was not celiac for 34 years of her life, then all of a sudden decides that, you know what, I can't have gluten. So, but obviously Adam and Silas have real, probably celiac issues, and can have gluten quickly through the tabletop. Very nice work on the upper body. Adam Steele is an extremely strong athlete. Nice work across the agility and right on out of there. He's played all types of sports, gymnastics, soccer, former swimmer. You can see up the captain of his high school swim team. So I was correct, quite the swimmer. Ooh, needs to get his hips way more through that slope or cliffhanger so that way he can hold that ledge. Not an easy task to do. Adam Steele taking on his second attempt. Let's see what he can learn from that first attempt. Shoot those hips way more through. Swings a little bit off to the side, but he's coming in straight. Catching it. Needs to throw a little bit earlier. He tried to throw it too late. You want to pull down with the left hand and lead with the handlebars with the right hand before you start swinging backwards too much. That's what I would do at least. Gonna have about 40 seconds remaining here. Come on, Adam. This obstacle proven to be the crux point of the day. We haven't seen anyone get here clean, too. There we go, Adam. Way to learn and adapt. Let's see what he's got. He's got to go. Getting coached by Coach Zane, telling him he's got to go. Needs to build up his swing. Crowd's getting excited. They're yapping. Oh, needs to pull that John way harder so that we got a chance. But great run out of Adam Steele. All right, Sebastian Allen coming out of Rock Solid Warrior Apex. He's one of our newer coaches over there at the very young age. Sometimes I can't tell if he's coaching the class or he's in the class. But one of our great coaches, such an insane athlete. Follow him on Instagram. I think it's Sebastian LeBron James. It might have changed though. It might be Sebastian Ninja. One of those two, you'll find it on Instagram. He is insane. He's able to do flyaways, flips, 270 bar spins. Such a technical athlete. He's also been working really hard on his strength, just putting in the work with Eli. Eli won the 13U. His brother, not actually his brother, but they're basically brothers. His, Eli won the 13U yesterday. I'm sure Sebastian wants to do that, but in the amateur division. Lining up his swing. Coach Zane. He's on Coach Zane's competition team, telling him to come in like it's a skateboard. Nice jump. Just like Eli, both of these guys use sea salt spray and texture powder to make their hair look like that. Straight out of TikTok. Look at the strength out of the young fellow. His nickname Sebas. Nice agility there. Something he's also worked very hard on. Zane and me tell our kids we don't fail balance. I believe Sebastian is the first fully clean person to this point, which is going to put him into first place Now he once more, he's not done yet. Still has some great ninjas running after him. Wants to ensure the win here. Textbook technique. See, that's what I would do. Pulling down with that left hand. He needs to get a big swing forward and back, and then on the back swing he's going to match. That way he's coming in straight. Needs to pull down really hard. Sebastian's such a technically sound athlete. Just got to lead out big. Pull as hard as you can. Pull. No! Great attempt there. He has so much time. If he takes a little rest, he can get this. He's a minute 15 remaining. Shout out to the reset team, making sure they're locking in this time. Come on, Sebastian. Can he be the first to get past this obstacle? I think he's taking his rest. Wants to rather have one solid attempt rather than two attempts. He knows he can get this obstacle. Such good technique coming out of that sloper to the handlebars. Nice way to line up his swing, and the backswing is going to match. Yep, just like that. Big swing here. Pull. Oh, I'm assuming he's just not going to have enough time left to get it here, but puts him into first place. An absolutely stellar run. Try to link it. You can see he's just going for it. Great run out of Sebastian. Oh, yes. Yes. It's Braydog, Braden Maley. He is one of my students coming out of Comp Team Junior here in Fuquay. And I told you guys earlier on the live stream, this is going to be wait for it, electric. Electric. Braden hasn't done that many competitions. This is his first time competing with the NSC format. He also had a soccer game earlier today. And I quote, he says, I'm not very good at soccer, but we did win and I didn't score a goal. Great work out of Braden coming down. Look at the bump through. He's such a fast athlete. Every time he runs, no! That's all right. He recently came in first out of four at a beginner ninja. His last competition he did, he was in beginners. Now he's in the amateurs. He's leaning right, left, side to side. Doesn't even have ninja shoes. Rocking the 270s, but making it through the balance. Way to line up his swing. Oh no! Big wipeout there. Braden going back, gonna take the reset. Needs to lean forward more. I also get a little bit more swing so he comes soft down onto the tabletop. Come on, Bray. Bray's one of my favorite students. He's always got. Oh, his swing's a little off. Ooh, wait, look at that balance and agility coming into the tabletop. Yes, Bray. Braden has been doing ninja for the last 4 years. Hasn't competed much. And he's also a soccer referee. Nice way to use something we drill relentlessly in comp team is pull-ups and cliffhangers, and he's putting that on display. Yes, Bray. I was a little worried about that on the balance, but he's applying Josh's number one rule, which is we don't fail balance, and I'm not sure what he's doing here, but he's making it work. See, I always tell Bray, see, that's what you do. Just do whatever you like all the time. Bray's got a 1 minute remaining. If he gets the first move, I'm gonna go feral. He has gotten many cliff slope relays. Needs to get his hips way more through it. Needs to get his hips way more through it. Braden got here. 2 fails, 2 minutes. Getting the advice he's got to go. If he wants to get it here, he's going to need a really good attempt. Oh, that was a great attempt out of Bray. He needs to pull down not with his right hand, but with his left hand, so that way the handles pull down into him, and then he can catch it. Come on, Bray. One time, feed the people. He's swinging everywhere, coming in, catching that sloper. No, and that is time. Great run out of Bray. It was electric. We love to see it. Now we got James Rutherford. James is in a very Halloween mood today, as well as a lot of the other athletes coming out of Warrior Tech. What is it? It's Dave's Pumpkins? David S. Pumpkins. Chat, this is the first time that I do not get like some cultural reference saying, I gotta read a book or something, bro. I need to get out and touch some grass. All right, James Rutherford taking on the course. He's a long-time ninja as well. He always has some beta break or just doing an obstacle just for him. He does ninja for him. Great dismount out of the track slider right there. Very quick athlete as well. Long-time competitor with all the other different leagues. I think he does all of them. Competes at the pro level in NCL, trying to get out of there quickly. Going with the feet only in the early jump, just came up a little short. Also competing in the intermediates for UNAA. And now the amateur for NSC. Believe this is his first time taking on an NSC competition. Could be wrong about that. Come out of Warrior Tech OCR, getting coached by Matt Kalans, great coach. I also love this onesie. This is, I mean, he is fully bought into this trend, whatever it is. So I respect the commitment. Get into the cap back position. I mean, look at the attention to detail. Look at the makeup on the skeleton. Yes. James moving really quickly through these early obstacles. Had one early fail. This course is so technical. We've only seen Sebastian Allen get to the last obstacle, the crux obstacle clean. Not even the last obstacle. Once they get past the sloper throwbacks, you still have another obstacle to do, which is absolutely mental. Oh, has to take the fail there. Getting great advice from once again Matt Kalans. Second attempt here. He's staticking out from the box to the pipe. That spins so much and is so difficult to balance. So he literally walked across that. What a great display of balance using that devil step to pull under and get the dismount. Come on, James. I believe his nickname is Jur. I feel like I hear Matt say that a good bit. Yeah, Jur. I just heard one of the other Warrior Tech people say it. Let's see what Jur's got for this. Dude, he had a really good grab on that sloper cliffhanger, but he needs to go a little earlier. He kind of waited till his hips were too far behind him. If he goes a little earlier, that will be textbook. Leading, he kind of crossed over his hands. What I would do is pull down with the left hand and then lead to the far right side with the right hand, and then follow through match with the left hand. He's got to go. Time's winding down. Not going to have enough time to finish stops, but let's see if he can get the first move. Oh, so close. Oh, yes. Great run out of James Rutherford. But now we have not James Rutherford, but James Troxel coming up. James is actually our newest hire over at Rock Solid Warrior Fuquay. He has many nicknames, all given to him by me. James has given me the nod. I'm very excited for this run. A very, very smart athlete. He always knows how to do an obstacle for him. Incredibly strong. He's also known as the bagpiping ninja, and for the first time, he gave us a treat of bringing the bagpipes to the gym and playing them beautifully. Such a difficult instrument to play. James' nickname is Manchild because, believe it or not, he is only 14 years old, yet he is bigger than Coach Josh. I tell him he needs to, both him and Mira, they need to play different sports. James needs to be on the defensive line playing football. Oh! Gonna have a minor stroke. We don't fail balance. That's right, Zane. Not Zane, James. I'm sure James is going to recover here. He's one of my best balance athletes, always putting the fastest time down on our speed balance lines, and always cleaning the hard. This is an intro obstacle. I can't believe he failed that. This is James's first time competing at the amateur level, especially with the NSC. Nice balance, doing a little shimmy, coming around. James reads an insane amount of books. Fun fact. His goal is to read 60 this year. Oh, yeah, hey James, giving me a little nod. Usually I say I am my own audience, but James is often my audience. He thinks everything I do is just hilarious, which honestly, it's true. He's been doing great working with the minis and the intros here. Now he's redeeming himself from earlier after failing that first balance obstacle and clears the hardest one of the day, making it to the crux obstacle in 156. James hates anytime I stick him on a cliffhanger, but it's for moments like these. If he gets this first move, I'm also gonna go Farrell. Wow! Catches it and fully absorbs that slope, but he waits too long to throw it. Needs to have his hips still in front of him, pull down with the left hand and grab. James is a very smart ninja, so I think he's gonna be. Oh, come on, James! One more attempt. Can he get the first move? Time's gonna be winding down here. I'm not sure if he's gonna have enough time to clear this obstacle. Oh, almost. Stay tuned for James's speed round. I forgot to get my favorite line in there of "You just got troxeled." So hopefully he's gonna steamroll the speed course later today. All right, we got Nathan coming out of Rock Solid Warrior Apex, one of the newer additions to our team over there. Getting coached by the elite Coach Zane. They transitioned from uh, gymnastics to ninja. His sister Anna and him both training over at Rockstar Warrior South Apex, pushing each other. He started competing at the beginner level and did extremely well. And now he said, I'm taking on the NSC Amateur. On to nice and quickly out of there. That was absolutely textbook. He looked so in control of the balance the whole time. I think his last name is pronounced Schmeidke. Oh, going a little crazy on the tabletop. Needs to settle his feet down and not move them so much. Schmidtke. I think it's Schmidtke. That's his last name. Schmidtke taking on. Oh, his swing is a little off axis, as Ryan Strass would say. He's going to try to reset to that box, doing a little twirl. Baby girl. Yes! Hits it in one. Great execution on the tabletop by Nathan. Reaching with the bottom hand, looking super strong. They put in those work on the cliffhangers. Ooh! No! Oh my goodness. Came in so hot onto the dominoes, just absolutely wiped them out. Did the honestly, I think the hardest part of the obstacle, which is the PVC pipe, really well. Now he just needs to execute on the dominoes. No, he's gonna have to go to that far domino. Okay, third and final attempt here. Come on, Nathan, lock in. Nathan coming around quickly out of there, chest over the feet. See, that's what I would do, but I would have done it on the first try. Great work out of Nathan getting here. Time is going to be winding down. Reaching with the left hand. You want to actually pull down, in my opinion, with that hand, and then grab with the right hand first. Get an elite coaching advice from Coach Zane once again. Needs to be a little bit quicker with that pop. He's got 10 seconds left. Let's see if he can get this move. And that is going to be time, just not enough time. All right, it is now time to our final athlete of the hybrid course, Joshua Howard McKeon, giving the live stream team the bumps. Josh McKeon said he's going to rock the course, which means raw athleticism. He's saying that Josh McKeon put up 83. I believe this is a reference to Bam Adebayo's 83 points that he scored recently. Because no one was expecting it, so no one's about to take Josh McKeon to go crazy. Such a strong athlete. Notice the flash coming out of Rock Solid Warrior Fuquay. He's been here since the opening. Been a long time member on our comp team. Was on the first OGs. No! Grabbing that. He's having a great time out there. His max Lachey is 14 feet, and he has 2 German Shepherds. Oh, no. Come on, Josh. He's going to lock in here. Josh has been competing at the pro level. He did incredible at Rock Solid Warriors NSC, where he made the speed round. Gets onto it. Jumps out of it. See, when was that the first time? Josh constantly wants to play basketball with me and gets cooked every time. Our 1v1 battles are glorious. Holy! One-handed grab! Slamming it down. Oh my goodness, are you folks not entertained right now? Josh gonna lock in on this bounce. 1 foot approach out of there. Oh, so much speed. He actually needs to take a backswing across those dominoes. Makes it look easy. Come on, Josh. Everyone wants to see it clear. If anyone can do it, it's him. An elite athlete, highly technical. Can Lachey for days. Been working on his grip strength so much for moments like these. Joshua Howard McKeon. So smooth. Buttering biscuits on the course right now. Kind of a buns transition right there, but he's going to build it up. In classic Josh McKeon fashion, he loses the shoe. On his first ever comp, he actually lost the shoe. Can he lock in this move with the less weight? Bang! Bang! Crowd pop's going insane right now, but he's not done. He's got 40 seconds remaining. Boom! Ice in the veins! Ice in the veins. Come on. Come on, Josh. I almost flipped back in my chair, taking off both of the shoes. Woof, 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 woof. Not only because the dogs are out, but Josh McKeon has got that dog in him. Come on, Josh. He's got to swing more. Oh, he's going to not have enough time left, but what a great attempt. Shooting himself, asserting dominance into first place, being the first to grab the sloper throwback obstacle. Hey, with the backflip, absolutely incredible performance. Way to flash and clutch up on the sloper throwback. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What a round. We have Josh McKeon in first, Sebastian Allen in second, and Micah Overman rounding out third. Oh, hang on. Wait, where's the other mic? No. All right, we're going to go to a live post-run interview with Josh McKeon. Josh, how are you feeling after that hybrid run?
I'm a little embarrassed about my skateboard, bro. That was like, first of all, I broke a rule, and then I just missed a PVC pipe. But other than that, I felt strong. That last obstacle wasn't what I was expecting, but yeah, I'm pretty proud of that run.
Yeah, what an incredible run. Tell me how you did the sloper throwback obstacle, and what was your plan going into it?
So my plan was literally just to get the biggest shoot through possible. I grabbed it, pulled with my left hand, grabbed the handlebars. Then it's just getting to the next one. All I was thinking about was just pulling as hard as I can for that. Like I don't even know what to call it. It's like a ledge thing. Pulling hard as I can on that, and I just caught it. So yeah, pretty sick.
Now, Josh, you said that who's putting up 83? Josh McKeon's putting up 83. Do you think you represented that statement at the beginning of your run?
I think I put up like 77. Honestly, that if I got those skateboards first try, that would have been 83 for sure.
That's true. That was some negative aura there on the skateboards, Josh. But hey, you brought it back. You looked super strong. What are you expecting for speed and burnout? And what are you looking forward to most?
I'm expecting. First of all, I'm more excited for speed, and then I'm expecting Josh McKeon to put up another 83. Yeah.
I am not expecting an 83 on burnout, but take it personally. Let me get Miles. Miles. I know you want redemption times, but the fans want to hear from Miles Knight. No, you don't have to. One question. All right, Miles. You were the only person that has a stat to win the first Ninja Kids for Safe Kids and the last. How does that make you feel, and what can we see from you going into the speed round?
It's pretty cool that I was the only one to win the first and the last one. Hopefully, I have a good speed run.
Incredible. Thanks for making the trip out from South Dakota?
Yep.
Yes, South Dakota all the way. You're good. You can go have redemption time. Let's see who else wants an interview. Sebas! Sebas! Sebastian, you are currently sitting in second place after the hybrid. How are you feeling? What are you looking forward to next between speed and burnout? Yeah, put the headphones on.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm looking forward to speed for sure. I'm not a burnout athlete, so just try and do really good on speed, and then hopefully that'll be good enough for my mid burnout run.
I love it, Sebastian. Let's see here. Eli took first yesterday. Are you trying to follow in your brother's footsteps? And did you give you any advice coming from yesterday into today?
Yeah, I'm gonna win it for Skibbity Stafford, and then he did give me some advice on the throwback, like pulling it in and stuff, but I said hold on tight, so it's all good.
Hey, way to represent out there, Sebastian. Go have some fun in redemption time. Looking forward to your speed.
Thank you.
All right, got